All right, let's get to the Jets. Just, I know Joe Douglas talked about this team earlier this week, and I credit Douglas, their GM. He took all the accountability that he could take, all the responsibility. This really isn't his team. The Jets, if you look at how they ran business, it's an absolute disaster. When you look at, having Mike McCagnon run your draft and run your free agency period, and then you get rid of McCagnon and bring in a new GM, that's just outrageous to me that you would have the GM run your offseason and then you get rid of the GM. So the guy that you didn't trust and you got rid of ultimately, you let him make all the big decisions that year and then you let him go and bring somebody new in. It's perfect Jets football. Breaking news, this team isn't very good, Greg. When you watch them, I mean, what do you take away? Anything? Sam Darnold, is he done? Did they squander his career the way they've handled him?
They're spunky. They've been competitive. They gave the Bills all they could handle, which was sort of the same position that the Patriots were in. And they also played the Chiefs tough, for a while. And I think that, one of the things that the Jets do well that could be an issue in this game is that they do a pretty good job against the run. And so, is that an issue? Greg Williams, their defensive coordinator, is always a wild card in terms of, he's going to be pressure. They're going to be a little bit dirty. All those things. I think offensively, I don't think Darnold's done yet. I mean, I think I'm still a big fan. I don't think he's ruined yet.
He will
make
too.
a couple. Yeah,
For the record, will make a couple.
Darnold. Okay. He will make a couple plays every game where you're like, holy crap. Like, where did that come? Where did that come from? And it's not the Josh Allen type where it's like, all right, he can't hit water if he fell out of a boat for 5 or 6 passes, and then all of a sudden he drops a dime in. Like, Darnold is much more consistent. There isn't much around him, and you see that. And Gase, because of his head coaching responsibilities, is no longer the game planner that he was, in his best days. But I will say, I'm really looking for. I want to see Denzel. I want to see a little bit more of Denzel Mims. He was a guy that a lot of people, the wide receiver, that a lot of people thought the Patriots might take because of his ridiculous athletic ability. And Nick, wait until you. I don't know if you've watched Becton, left tackle for them.
I watched him at Louisville last year. He's a monster.
I mean, I saw him. I think it was because I watched a lot of the Bills game that they played. He's a monster. He's fast. If he gets out there on a block, I mean, poor Adrian. Like, this might be the R.I.P. Adrian Phillips game, where finally the bug meets the windshield. Bill Belichick's bug goes into the windshield of Mekhi Becton and is just squished, and we never hear from him again. I mean, or even Juwan Bentley. If that guy's healthy and out there, man. Probably one of the scariest sights in the NFL right now is Becton coming with a head of steam, pulling, and you having to take him on. Like, good luck.
Yeah, we talked about building blocks for the Patriots. When you look at the Jets roster, you could say maybe Darnold, but I think I would not be surprised if Darnold's gone. If you're the Jets, if you can draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields and trade Darnold and get something back for him and reset that quarterback contract and get 5 years. I wouldn't be surprised if Darnold is gone. I do still like Darnold, but for the team, building blocks wise, Mekhi Becton might be the only building block on that team right now. Like, he might be the only guy.
Quentin Williams is decent. I think he's got a future, especially in a different scheme, the defensive tackle. But you're right. I mean, even, Herndon, the tight ends, you want to be excited about him, but he underachieves more than anything. I think Perrine, the running back, he'll pop with a few plays this weekend. I think people will like what they see out of him, but he's not a franchise back. He's just sort of like a versatile pass back.
Yeah, I liked Williams coming out of Alabama. I did. I think he's a good player. I just don't know if he's the right fit for the Jets.